New Spider-Man Far From Home TV spot reveals a way for Tony Stark to return. Hugh Jackman reveals he was almost fired as Wolverine. Tom Holland says Thanos is responsible for spoilers in SPI. Annabelle Comes Home director says the doll's a maestro of M. Matt Reeves never wanted Ben Affleck to be a part of the Bat. Hey Race, why Hugh Jackman's Wolverine isn't an X-Men Dark foe. The Dead Don't Die review Overlook 2019. Rocketman review. Godzilla King of the Monsters review. Fortnite is adding the mysterious Storm Flip item soon. Hawkman Sword and Shield leak may confirm new regional excl. Hey Race, what Grand Theft Auto SIX's massive world and map may L. Apex Legends Legendary Hunt challenges have leaked. Is Bruce Campbell teasing Evil Dead's Ash Williams for Morta? Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth review. Atelier Lolua The Scion of Arland review. Gato Roboto review. Have a closer look at Batwoman's Batman costume. Vincent D'Onofrio says the cast of Daredevil would love to deep. Good Omens EP shuts down trolls complaining about Force Divided. Stranger Things Season 3 poster reveals a gruesome new monster. Jurassic World animated spin-off series coming to Netflix next. Swamp Thing Season 1 review. Good Omens review. What We Do in the Shadows Season 1 review. Marvel Comics says they won't kill off characters for shock. Marvel reveals why Thanos didn't kill Gamora as a child. WGTC's Motor City Comic Con 2019 recap and gallery. Batman writer says DC's about to change the hero for a genre. Marvel Comics unleashes new Savage Avengers trailer. Batman Last Night on Earth 1 review. Detective Comics 1000 review. The Return of Wolverine 1 review. The Dead Don't Die review Overlook 2019. Persona Q2 New Cinema Labyrinth review. Atelier Lolua The Scion of Arland review. Gato Roboto review. Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Rocketman review. Godzilla King of the Monsters review. Batman Last Night on Earth 1 review. 10 moments in Avengers Endgame that surprised everyone. 10 cameos in Avengers Endgame that were totally unexpected. Why there's no point in making any more Avengers movies. Who's the Valonqar in Game of Thrones? 8 burning questions we have after watching Avengers Endgame. 10 Easter eggs you may have missed in Avengers Endgame. Why we're seriously worried about the new Joker MO. The 9 biggest reveals from the Star Wars The Rise. What we need to see from the Resident Evil 3 remake. New Spider-Man Far From Home TV spot reveals a way for Tony. Evil lurks in new scary stories to tell in the dark trailer. Mark Hamill shows off his Chucky voice in first Child's Play. Watch new deleted scene from Jordan Peele's Us. Sarah Connor says Arnie's iconic line in new Terminator DAR. Final Spider-Man Far From Home trailer leaks on leak. Spider-Man Far From Home to release early in Chin. New Child's Play featurette offers lots of fresh F. New posters and TV spot introduce us to The Lion King. Ever since Saw premiered in theaters, many fans have been hoping that Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios think of a way to bring Iron Man back. Like most though this online complaint will hardly have any bearing on the final decision, many are looking towards AI for a possible resurrection. One such person, in the 30-second clip, we see Peter Parker interacting with a gadget that looks straight out of the mind of Tony Stark himself. Except the voices, this makes Virgil Fromage think that the oddly artificial and digital voice was manipulated for the trailer to hide the familiar one we'd actually hear in the film Stark. Seeing Robert Downey Jr. as an AI has become a popular theory following Endgame. And given that with that said, having Stark return to the MCU so soon may not be the best idea, given that a lot of momentum for a possible comeback would be taken away. There could be a better route, but what do you think? Is Virgil Fromage?
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.